Welcome to the Parkrun Brief, the weekly parkrun training podcast where I break down what we've published this week on parkruntraining.co.nz and turn it into practical coaching advice you can use this Saturday. Kia ora, I'm Coach Ray. I am a parkrun running coach who specialises in coaching beginner and recreational athletes to achieve their sporting as well as their health and fitness goals. And the best way to get settled into the week is to follow up your Saturday run with some positive affirmation. But take yesterday or take Saturday's run and let's turn it into next week's breakthrough effort. I want you to analyze your performance so that you can be better next week. But before you do that, I want you to step back so you can before you zoom in, how did the run feel overall? That's one key question to ask yourself. Not physically, but mentally. Were you feeling nice and confident on the start line? Did you stay composed as you picked the pace up? Did you finish feeling strong and in control? Or were you just hanging on? So there's some things I want you to do. Once you've got that as the big picture, background to this overall analysis, I want you to identify one strength that you can repeat next week. You did it well on Saturday, let's do it well next Saturday again. It might have been the first kilometre being nice and smooth. You might have had better control of your breathing. You might have had great focus late in the event. Your cadence could have been nice and high. Breakthroughs don't come by fixing everything simultaneously. Focus on one thing, sort it, and reapply that next week whilst working on something else. It's common to sit back when you analyse, list off everything that went poorly for you on Saturday. Don't do that. Just pick one thing that you're going to ask yourself the question, or it's going to be identified by asking yourself the question, what is the single biggest factor that held you back yesterday? Might have been starting too fast. It might have been fading late. Heavy legs from a week of training. Might have been loss of focus once you got fatigued and tired. Just make note of what that one thing is, and then you can look to improve it or eliminate it next Saturday. Now, also key to having that success next Saturday is allowing that recovery to do its job. Take the time to do some stretching. Take the time to eat and hydrate well. Make sure you get some quality sleep. So align everything from this week with one clear purpose to optimize things next week. So that is the Sunday reset. Saturday spark. This is a short thing. Take this, apply it next Saturday. The one habit that will make your park run better. Run your first kilometre with discipline. It's not flashy. No one's ever going to notice you in the first 200 metres. But every week after week, this is the habit that separates runners who fade from runners who finish nice and strong. That first kilometre matters immensely. It sets the tone for your entire run. If you go out too fast, you're going to force yourself into managing fatigue for the next 4 kilometres. If you go out controlled, you settle your breathing, you find a rhythm, you delay fatigue, and you unlock that stronger final kilometre. Keep an eye out for tomorrow's article about Kelly's parkrun progress report from a Waitangi parkrun, where she did exactly that. What discipline actually looks like. Resist the urge to surge. Don't go straight off the start line nice and fast. Faster runners are always going to be faster than you. Let them run faster than you. Lock into your planned effort. Don't lock into your ego. And check in with your breathing. How comfortable is that? That's going to be a better indicator of how well you're performing rather than looking at your watch. Unless your watch is confirming that you're hitting the pace that you can maintain and sustain. The magic part of all this is it compounds. You practice a disciplined first kilometre, your confidence grows, your pace awareness sharpens, your finish improves, and your average pace drops. Not because you're running harder, but because you're running smarter. Compounding habits are how long-term parkrun progress is made. So utilize that next Saturday. The workout of the week, the Friday fast track, 2 by 6 minutes. Now this is a really great session. I ran this last week as well. It starts with a 10-minute warm-up at level 2. Then there's 2 6-minute reps at level 4, threshold effort. After each rep, you have 2 minutes at level 2, just a recovery jog after each rep. And then to finish up the workout, a 10-minute cool down at level 2. This workout is really great. Threshold work is the backbone of effective 5K training. This session focuses on slightly longer controlled efforts compared to VO2 max. It helps you settle into and stay with a demanding pace. For park runners, it delivers improved ability to sustain a strong effort, better pacing judgment under fatigue, increased resistance to mid-race slowdown, and stronger aerobic conditioning. It also gives you that confidence of holding that pace during the second half of a run. 2 by 6 minutes isn't a big, onerous session. You can do a lot more threshold work. This is great for tapers. This is great for introductory to threshold work, and it's great for those of you that are not quite at the fitness you want to be yet. It should feel firm and challenging, but still sustainable. Breathing is strong and purposeful. You're aware of the effort, but you're still in control. That's key. If you start losing control, you're going too hard. The second rep should feel tough. It shouldn't feel frantic. Focus on even pacing across both the intervals. The goal is to finish the second rep feeling just as composed as the first. 2 by 6 minute threshold, a great session to include into your training. You'll notice a common theme across this week's parkrun brief: pace. I've put together and released Mastering Your Pacing for Parkrun. This is my guide to running your best 5K. Now, pacing isn't about perfection or chasing someone else's goals or their times. It's about understanding effort, respecting your current fitness. You might have used to have done 19 minutes 50, but if you haven't ran for 3 years, 25 minutes might be a challenge. 28 minutes might be a challenge. Some of you, 30 minutes might have been your previous best, and you're now 32 minutes. It's about pacing appropriate to your current fitness and running the 5K in a way that allows you to express what you're truly capable of now, not in the future, not in the past. Pacing is a skill, but it also helps develop that training outcomes. You learn to pace your parkrun well, often reflects how consistently and appropriately you've been training in the weeks prior. Parkrun is short enough to feel fast, but long enough to punish poor decisions. Get the pacing wrong, you'll experience heavy legs far earlier than expected. You'll experience a dramatic slowdown after 2 to 3 Ks, and that familiar feeling afterwards of, I could have done better. If you nail it, you'll know. A smoother, more controlled effort will be what you feel, less panic when that discomfort arrives, and a strong final kilometre rather than hanging on in survival mode. Pacing isn't about running harder, it's about running appropriately. The most common parkrun pacing mistake that I see, actually it's not just a pacing mistake, it's the biggest mistake people make with running parkruns, it's going out too fast, especially in that first kilometre. You've got plenty of other runners around you, all the fast runners there, all the moderate pace runners, all the intermediate runners, all the slower, all the recreational runners. You're all there in the same place. The faster runners are running fast. They're always going to run faster than you. You've got crowds, you've got adrenaline, you've got your fresh legs, and they make almost everyone feel faster than what they really are. The problem is that the cost of that early enthusiasm, you will pay for it later when fatigue hits hard. And it comes earlier than expected. A well-paced parkrun really feels easy at the end, but it should feel chaotic, or it shouldn't feel chaotic halfway through either. Good pacing starts off in the first kilometre with controlled, slightly restrained effort. The second and third kilometres settled, uncomfortable, but still sustainable. The fourth kilometre is focused with increasing effort, and that final kilometre is hard, purposeful and committed. If you feel like you've blown up for that 4K, pacing, not your fitness, is the issue. Pacing is a skill built over time. Here's an important truth many runners miss. Your ability to pace well improves as your fitness improves. Overall, better aerobic fitness, strength and consistency allow you to hold stronger effort for longer. It allows you to recover faster from small surges, and it allows you to finish faster without panic. Pacing and training are inseparable for those very reasons. If you want to have a look and see what is possible, without actually predicting this Saturday, but over the next 2 to 6 weeks, or 6 weeks and even longer, I have my parkrun PB calculator. I've put the link down in the description. The link is also in the article there to help you get that pacing right and see what you could potentially do. The PB calculator helps you with your pacing. Helps you understand what could be achievable with appropriate training. Stops forcing unrealistic pace on race day. You become more patient early in the run, and you focus on executing effort rather than chasing a particular number. Pacing for different parkrun goals. If you're building consistency, focus on finishing feeling in control. Let pacing be conservative and repeatable. If you're chasing a PB, learn to hold a steady effort through those middle kilometres. That's where future PBs are built, long before they're achieved. And if you're returning from an injury break, or just a break from running because you've been busy with life, err on the side of restraint. Good pacing now sets you up for better results later. Finishing matters. Respect those early kilometres, hold your effort through the discomfort, and trust the process you've put in. When you pace well, you don't just finish faster, you finish prouder, feeling fresher. My final thought on this, parkrun pacing isn't about guessing, copying others, or forcing the watch. It's about understanding your effort, building your fitness, and allowing your progress to unfold naturally. If you'd like to get a glimpse on what might be possible for you with a few weeks of consistent training, my free parkrun PB calculator is a great place to start. Click the link in the description and get that. Next up, my parkrun power tip. Celebrating small wins and enjoy every parkrun journey. Now, parkrun progress isn't just measured in minutes and seconds. Now, whilst PBs are exciting, they're just one part of the parkrun journey. Some of the more meaningful wins happen without looking at the stopwatch, and recognizing them helps keep motivation high and running enjoyable. Your first visit to a new parkrun might be an option. Running consistently for a few weeks, that's another small win. Simply showing up on a tough morning all count as small wins. I'm going to a brand new parkrun tomorrow. I've never ran there before. Actually, I've ran part of the course, but I'm going there and running the parkrun course with the parkrun. This is being recorded on the Friday night before I go up there. I'm looking forward to the new course. I'm not going to be racing it. I'm going to be running it at tempo. It's probably going to be my slowest parkrun. I'm going there to enjoy the course, build some familiarity so that when I come back, I can run it fastest I can. What counts as a small win? I've touched on a few of them there. Running your first ever parkrun, visiting a new parkrun course, completing a run despite feeling tired or unmotivated. Those of you that had a big night on New Year's and then got up on the New Year's morning and still went and completed your training. Running the whole way without stopping can be a small win for a number of you. Finishing stronger than last week, running with families or friends, and volunteering for the first time. Those milestones all deserve recognition, so take that small pat on the back, even if it's you giving it to yourself. The small wins matter. They build and reinforce positive habits. They build confidence and self-belief. They keeps motivation high when you're plateauing. It reduces pressure around chasing PBs and encourages consistency over perfection. Confidence gained from small wins often leads to bigger breakthroughs later. First time in a new parkrun, that's a win. That's why I am going up to the Lost Lagoon parkrun tomorrow. Every parkrun course is different. Terrain, elevation, crowd, energy, conditions all vary. Turning up somewhere new, learn the course, complete the run is an achievement in itself. Instead of asking, was it faster? Try asking, what did I enjoy about the course? What did I learn today? How did I feel compared to last week? These sort of self-reflection questions can help frame you going forward. Now take those small wins, build on them, and develop them into your routine. Set process goals, pacing well, finishing strong, relaxed form. Acknowledge efforts, not just outcomes. Track your consistency, not just the times. Share milestones with others. Community matters. Join Coach Ray Parkrun Tune-Up coaching community. Don't need to be a paying member, just join our Facebook community. Take a moment after each parkrun to recognize something you did well. And that goes back to the Sunday reset from the start of this podcast. My final takeaway, every parkrun offers something worth celebrating. Whether it's a new course, a small achievement, small improvement, or simply showing up. Recognize these and celebrate these small wins to create a healthier, more sustainable relationship with running, and keep stacking those wins, and the bigger results will follow. This week's parkrun progress report was for one of my runs, for the Blenheim parkrun that I did a couple of months ago. Now this run, I did almost identical time to what I did the week before in Parkrun Revolution in Christchurch. They totally different way in how they unfolded. Blenheim, pretty much the opposite. It was a great example of how smart pacing leads to stronger, more controlled performance. My kilometre splits 4:25, 4:34, 4:31, 4:21 and then 4:13. So my 3 slowest kilometres were the first 3. My 2 fastest were the last 2. Massive negative split. Had a really good run. It was determined by a conservative controlled start. Clear acceleration after the 3rd kilometre onwards and a strong finish, leaving plenty left in the tank. Compare that to Revolution Parkrun, where I started faster and faded slightly. It wasn't a massive drop off in pace, but I wasn't able to sustain the pace that I started at. The Blenheim run was a lot more well managed with my effort distribution from the start to the finish. Fitness wasn't the limiter, pacing, confidence, still building early, and then once committed, lifted the pace decisively through to the finish. With no spikes with all my data, my heart rate gradually increased throughout the run, finishing highest in the final kilometre. My average running power was highest in the final kilometre, and my cadence stayed relatively consistent, with that peak cadence occurring early as I accelerated into the rhythm. Could it have been better? Absolutely it could have been. And that's one of the key learning points. Those middle kilometres suggest I may have been a little bit too cautious with settling in. With slightly more commitment through the middle, it's possible I could have run even faster again without sacrificing that strong finish. That said, the final 2 kilometres, 4:21, 4:13, showed decisive intent and confirmed that energy was absorbed early and released late. Key takeaway for parkrunners, don't just run your parkrun, race it. Not every time, but selectively. Controlled start, patient through the middle, and a confident finish will almost always produce a better performance than chasing a fast pace early on and trying to hang on. If your goal is to finish strong, feel in control, and get the most out of your current fitness, negative splitting is the way to go. The great thing about the Parkrun Blenheim course is I've recorded it for what's known as VUR. VUR is a video training platform, and you can run the Blenheim course with me. Quality Zone 2 training sessions being the foundation of endurance, treadmill runs don't need to be boring. If you have a Bluetooth enabled treadmill, connect it to VUR and real run routes from around the world while keeping your heart rate in check. Watch the scenery change, track your metrics in real time, and build your aerobic engine that makes parkrun PBs possible. Real scenery, real-time data, real endurance gains. Ver has a 28-day free trial with no credit card required. To get started, go to www.vrrr.co. V for Victor, R for Romeo, R for Romeo, R for Romeo.co. Check it out. It is a lot of fun, and you can do the Blenheim parkrun with me. You can even do the Revolution parkrun with me as well, and a few other options of runs I've done around the world. Thanks for listening to the Parkrun Brief. Train smart this week and enjoy your parkrun.